What did ancient humans did when it rained all year? Imagine waking up every morning to the sound of rain. Not for a day, not for a week, but for months. The sky never clears. Your fire has gone out. Every piece of wood is soaked. The rivers are overflowing. The ground has turned into thick mud, and every hunt ends in failure. There are no waterproof jackets, no houses, and certainly no supermarkets. So here's the question.
How did ancient humans survive when it felt like the rain would never stop? Most people imagine our ancestors hiding inside a cave and waiting for better weather. But archaeology and anthropology tell a very different story. Endless rain wasn't just annoying, it was one of the greatest survival challenges humans ever faced. And the ingenious solutions they developed may be one of the reasons you're alive today.
The real enemy wasn't the rain. Rain itself wasn't what killed people. It was everything that came with it. A soaked human body loses heat much faster than a dry one. Even in temperatures well above freezing, staying wet for days could lead to hypothermia. Cold muscles became weak. Fingers struggled to grip tools. Children and elderly people were especially vulnerable. Ancient humans understood something we still know today. If you stay wet long enough, your body starts losing the battle. That meant survival wasn't about escaping the rain. It was about staying as dry as possible. Fire became more valuable than food. Nothing mattered more than fire. Without it, there was no warmth, no cooked food, and no protection from predators after dark. But lighting a fire with soaking wet wood is nearly impossible. So ancient humans became incredibly careful. Instead of allowing their fire to die, they kept it alive continuously. Someone in the group was often responsible for protecting the embers, even during storms. They searched under rock overhangs, inside hollow trees, and beneath fallen logs where small pieces of dry wood could still be found. Sometimes a single glowing ember meant the difference between life and death. Losing fire wasn't an inconvenience, it was a disaster. The hunt completely changed. Heavy rain transformed the landscape. Animal tracks disappeared beneath the mud. Scents were washed away. Many prey animals moved to higher ground or deep forests. Instead of chasing large animals across open land, humans adapted. They collected shellfish, trapped fish in swollen streams, gathered edible plants that thrived in wet conditions, and searched for insects and frogs as emergency food. Their diet became flexible. That flexibility gave humans an advantage many predators didn't have. Caves weren't always safe. Movies often show ancient humans comfortably living inside caves during storms. Reality was far less romantic. Many caves flooded. Water dripped constantly from the ceiling, turning the floor into slippery mud. Smoke from fires became trapped inside, making breathing difficult. Some groups abandoned caves entirely. Instead, they built temporary shelters beneath dense trees or beneath rocky cliffs that blocked the worst of the rain. Home wasn't a place. It was wherever survival was possible. Working together saved lives. Rain made survival almost impossible for one person, but humans rarely faced nature alone. While some people searched for dry firewood, others repaired shelters, watched children, prepared food, or searched for new hunting grounds. This division of labor made humans remarkably efficient. No single individual had to solve every problem. The group solved them together. Long before cities, governments, or written language existed, cooperation had already become humanity's greatest survival tool. Rain created new dangers. The longer the rain continued, the more dangerous the environment became. Fast-moving rivers trapped travelers. Falling trees crushed anything beneath them. Standing water attracted insects carrying disease. Rotting food spoiled quickly. Even simple injuries became deadly when wounds stayed constantly wet and dirty. Every day brought new risks. Survival depended on noticing danger before it became fatal. Humans learned to read the landscape. Ancient people weren't just surviving nature. They were studying it. Over generations, they learned which valleys flooded first, which hills stayed dry, where streams became dangerous, and which trees offered the best protection from storms. This knowledge was passed from parents to children. Every generation inherited lessons learned through countless hardships. That information became just as valuable as weapons or fire. Knowledge kept people alive. The secret was adaptation. The biggest misconception about ancient humans is that they were incredibly tough. They were, but toughness alone wasn't enough. What truly separated humans from many extinct species was adaptability. When the rain changed the world, humans changed their behavior. They found new foods, built new shelters, protected fire more carefully, worked together more closely, and passed every successful strategy to the next generation. They didn't defeat nature. They adapted to it, again and again, ending. The next time you're stuck indoors listening to rain hitting your roof, remember this. Thousands of years ago, your ancestors heard that same sound. But instead of warm blankets and electricity, they faced darkness, cold, hunger, and uncertainty. Every storm tested whether they would see another sunrise. The fact that you're here today means they kept going. They protected the fire. They found food where others couldn't. They adapted when the world refused to. And because they survived one endless storm after another, you're able to watch this video today. The greatest survival tool ancient humans ever possessed wasn't strength. It wasn't speed. It wasn't even intelligence. It was the ability to adapt, no matter what the sky threw at them.